So this is a key page in the report, which is kind of a timeline of everything that happened. And I'll pull out some of the big ones. Some of them I will go into bigger detail in the next part of my talk, but you know, a couple of big milestones were around funding. We had some big ticket fundings. Asia had two of the biggest record-breaking deals last year, where Tyndall, which is owned by Next Gen Foods and is a plant-based chicken brand, got the biggest Series A ever for a plant-based company, which was 100 million. And Vow, which is a cell-based company, got the biggest Series A as well. And they're based out of Australia. So those were some really big kind of groundbreaking news that was so big that it broke global records. And that was really the first time that companies based out of Asia really broke global funding records in food tech. The other thing that happened that was a big deal, and it was talked about all over the news, especially in mainstream media, is that China, there are two different things happen in China that basically made it clear that China is going to look at food technology, future food technology, and specifically certain verticals like cultivated meat as a major part of their food security plans. So the 5-year agricultural plan was released last year in January 2022. And for the first time, that plan included cultivated meat and cultivated foods as a potential solution. So that was a big piece of news. And then 2 months later, President Xi referred to alternative proteins in a speech about domestic food security for the first time. So this was really big because previously, so I would say when I first started out in this space, a lot of us pundits and kind of, editors and reporters felt that China was going to take a more active role in food tech because it's such a fantastic solution for a country like China, which has this huge population, more and more rising middle classes, hundreds of millions of people that are getting richer. And when they get richer, they want more animal protein. And yet, China definitely has a arable land, agricultural land problem where there's just not enough. And so they need to be exploring other solutions, such as some of the alternative protein production solutions. And so there was this kind of understanding that, once this industry got going, especially when Singapore took a lead, that China was also going to take a lead. But China was actually more quiet for a while. 2020, 2021, definitely more quiet than expected. And then in 2022, it really felt like suddenly there was a ramp up and, this industry was given a spotlight.